think it's important for kids to dream big because there's a world of possibility.
Our dreams are the seeds of our future. Our dreams are the seeds of who we are, how we define ourselves as people.
Dreams are important because they give us hope. And dreams help us think about how do we get where we want to go. They might not give us all the answer, but they give us something to strive for.
I think getting kids to dig deep inside and figure out what it is that they want to do or be, I think is always a great thing for anyone.
Dreams are the fuel for which people move through life to reach their aspirations. So without dreams, we all just sort of stand still.
I want to be a doctor so I can help people.
A firefighter.
I want to be a teacher when I grow up so I can work with Miss Cartwright.
Rochester has third world country, developing country statistics in areas that we don't want. Things like teenage pregnancy and abuse and neglect.
You know, kids are coming to school not fed, and you don't realize not eating, you know, if you leave them on a Friday and they don't have anything to eat substantially over the weekend, that's the kind of poverty we're dealing with.
We have so many kids with incarcerated family members that have to deal with that. We have families living in neighborhoods where they lose sleep because there are gunshots outside of their windows at night.
And you have a child who grows up in this. It's dream killing. It's like putting salt on the seed in the ground. Because what it says is, nobody cares about me. Nobody thinks enough of me that I should go to a clean school with nice books. You know, that I should have a teacher who legitimately believes in me, doesn't just see my circumstance, but sees me as an individual.
I think poverty looks like something no one wants to deal with. It looks like it's overwhelming. It looks like it's a challenge maybe too great to deal with it. While it isn't easy, there are things that we can do to help young people and families be successful despite poverty or in spite of poverty.
When I grow up, I want to be a police officer.
When I grow up, I want to be a gymnastics star. I want to be a daycare owner. I want to be a detective. When I grow up, I want to be a ballerina.
Success Learning Community is so important to the work we do at Discovery because we recognize that schooling is only one part, an important part, but only one part of the child's life.
I think that is a very unique model, and the fact that they're, involved, family engagement is big for the Success Learning Community, caring about the needs of the family. I mean, so many people say that's not our problem. We're here to educate kids, but that's not here at Success Learning Community. They realize that if it's a problem of the children that we serve, then it becomes all of our problem.
If you take all of a holistic look at children, who children are at home, at school, and at play, and you bring these things together and bring all the things to bear to affect all the things in their life, to make the child's ecosystem something that works. So when the child organically experiences the world, they experience a world that is set up to fertilize and grow their dreams, that children will do well.
So I get really excited thinking about a central location where my families can go for resources, where my teachers can go for shared professional development with other schools. There's a lot of need that we as a school can't address. So for example, this year we'll have about 1 out of every 5 kids, about 20% of our kids will be homeless at some point during the school year. As you can imagine, that creates all sorts of tensions on the family, and really they need supports to be able to make it through those tough times.
So Success Learning Communities, an effort that we're so excited about, is really intended to help our families who are part of our network overcome the barriers. And we'll do that by wrapping supports around those families in a way that makes sense for the family, that is really family-driven. We don't want to just bring in programs that we think will work. We want to help by supporting high-quality education and then bringing in those family supports through Success Learning Communities that will help the families address the barriers.
When I grow up, I want to be a mom. I want to be a doctor that help people who got cancer. When I grow up, I want to be a singer.
I want to be a jazz player. When I grow up, I want to be a basketball player. My picture is about a ballerina, and I'm going to be a ballerina when I grow up.
What's different about this is that we have this group of students that we've been working with and their families who are ready for additional supports. They're asking for additional supports, and we're not going to wait for systems to come and fix the problem. We're not doing this alone. We're doing it with the young people, with the students, with the parents, and with other community providers.
And I think where many of our institutions have gone wrong is that we've tried to leave out one or two of those things, right? We'll talk about the student, but we don't realize that that student is attached to that parent, and that parent's attached to a community, you know? And we must, absolutely must, have all of those people working in lockstep.
We're working really hard to make a difference. If you want to also make a difference, we need you.
Support comes in many ways. So certainly to drive an effort like this, we need dollars. And I'm very happy that the Sands family is seeding this capital campaign with dollars. But we need more dollars, both from the community and from the public sector. We have to come together, both public services and our philanthropic programs, and attack this problem systematically. If we don't, we will continue to lose kids and families. Kids will continue to drop out, not graduate, do all sorts of things to mitigate really the fact that they weren't able to achieve their dreams. So now is the time. We just can't afford to lose any more kids.